We are going to get underway here very shortly, but I do want to take just a moment of time to say something about someone who's very special to me, who spent many, many years sitting right here in this chair. Of course, I'm talking about none other than Lance Russell. Lance, as many of you may know, has accepted another job. Now, Lance and I have worked in the same building for 25 years. We've shared this desk for 22 years, so it's going to take some getting used to sitting here and not having Lance sitting beside us. Lance, to me, personally, has been everything from an acquaintance to a co-worker to a boss to a teacher. He's responsible for much of the success that I've been able to enjoy in this television business. And he's also, perhaps more importantly, a friend, and will continue to be a friend. He's also a great friend to championship wrestling fans. Lance had planned to be here today, but he started his new job early. And Lance, you know I wish you happiness, and I'm sure all the fans all around the territory wish you the very, very best. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, we got a couple of guys in the ring right now as we're set to go with championship wrestling action. Got a great day today. Wrestling Machines, a new tag team that we'll be looking at today with a tremendous background in wrestling.
I'm sorry I'm late. My
Late?
It's been delayed, and I've been circling the tower for about 30 minutes. You know how it is here in this airport.
Who are you, and what are you doing here?
Who am I? I'm Ronnie P.Gossett the Fourth. Who are you? You must be Dave Brown.
I am Dave Brown.
You're my assistant, my sidekick.
Sidekick?
Sidekick, that's right.
I don't know what you're talking about here, but I appreciate it. Take your briefcase and your suitcase and just get out of here.
Well, can you move down for me? What is
I'm not
this?
moving down, no. We've got a show to do here.
I guess I'll have to get in here myself.
What's your name again?
I'm Ronnie P.Gossett the Fourth. Where have you been all your life?
I've been right here, for heaven's sakes, doing championship wrestling for 22 years. What? We've got a match here, if you don't mind.
Listen, let me tell you something. You and Lance Russell have bored people to death for 20 years. I'm here to give you a little life, a little vim, and a little vigor. You know, let me ask you something. You know, when this show first comes on, you hear the applause, correct?
Yes, we do.
Believe me, brother, that's not applause. That's these idiots out here slapping themselves to wake themselves up.
Well, look, I don't know what this is all about. I just appreciate it. If you're going to sit here, then sit here and be quiet. We've got to get this underway here. Referee Jerry Calhoun has called for the bell. We've got tag team action as the Mason-Dixon Connection. John Paul and Tracy Smothers are going against Keith Eric and the Hangman. That's John Paul. Just took a knee to the midsection from the Hangman. The Mason-Dixon Connection is a fine tag team. That's what they are.
You know, Tracy Smothers and John Paul look good in the ring. It's a shame they can't wrestle. They're nice-looking guys, but they can't wrestle.
They certainly. Watch this. Hey, the double upper arm as a Hangman came off the ropes. Tracy Smothers takes over with a bar on the left arm. John Paul back outside. Look at this. Hangman shoulders down. Tracy rolled him up. Couldn't hold him for a 3 count, but he had the right idea going early for the count of 3. Hangman over to the corner to tag on Keith Eric.
You know, these guys have a little bit of potential. I might pass them one of my cards out and see what I can do. I'm very influential in this wrestling business.
One of your cards?
Right. I have a business. I'm not just a flunky like you that comes up here every Saturday and begs to get in and work.
We are joined here by Ronnie P.Gossett, who came in with suitcase in hand and is set down at the desk here. I don't know. I don't know why you're at the desk here. Why are you here?
Why am I here? I told you to save these people from 20 more years of boredom. We got rid of senile Lance Russell, and now I'm stuck with you, and you may be gone.
Well, I guarantee you, you're not Lance Russell's replacement, let me tell you that.
Not Lance Russell's replacement.
No, sir.
Just wait and see, kid. You better wake up and smell the coffee.
Tag made by John Paul on Tracy Smothers. Keith Eric back into the corner. John Paul fires him into the rope. Look at this, Tracy with an over-the-rope drop kick. Keith Eric immediately heads over to the corner and makes the tag on his partner, the Hangman. The Hangman, out of parts unknown, wears a mask. Keith Eric out of Memphis. Tracy Smothers out of Springfield, Tennessee, in there right now. His partner, John Paul, out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. The Mason-Dixon connection. Tracy and John Paul. Tracy Smothers. Nice hip toss. Puts the Hangman down to the mat. Hangman back up on his feet quickly, and Tracy Smothers just kept him flying and put him right back on the mat.
You know, I thought they gave out cheese and butter on Tuesday. What are you doing with this welfare crew in here on Saturday?
Tracy Smothers fires the Hangman into the rope. Takes his feet away from it. John Paul, look at that teamwork. John Paul sits down on him. Drop the leg across the back of the neck. John Paul goes to work. Left arm. Ooh. Sits down on it. Shortens up on that left arm. Referee started the count. He got to 1, and the Hangman was able to lift the right shoulder up off the mat. That stopped the count right there.
It's such a shame that they do look good as a team, but they can't wrestle. Who trained these boys? Have they ever been trained? Look at them.
Are you watching the same match I am?
I certainly am.
Keith Eric comes into the ring, and to a rude greeting by John Paul, as John Paul immediately put him right down on the mat. Look at this. Tracy up on the rope. John Paul holding him up. He drops down and got that left arm. Then Tracy wraps up on it, takes it in a hammer position up behind the back, drops him off his feet, down, the shoulders down, count of 2. Thought he had him. I thought Tracy had the 3 count on Keith Eric, but he couldn't make it stick past the count of 2. Tremendous moves we've seen here from Tracy Smothers and John Paul.
Tremendous moves. Evidently, you're watching a different match than I am. What do you prefer to be called? Davey? David? Or what? What do you go by? What's your handle?
Well, I'm tempted to say with you, you could call me something formal like Mr. Dave is what I prefer to be called. Keith Eric back in the corner. The tag made, and the Hangman will be coming in.
You know, I really owe you and Lance Russell a lot of gratitude. I used to suffer from insomnia, but every Saturday I've been taping your tapes, and I have no trouble at all falling asleep, I can assure you.
Well, we very much appreciate the compliment. Thank you. At least we're able to help you out in some way there.
Well, that's about the only way.
Ronnie Gossett, Ronald P. Gossett, the fourth. The fourth, I beg your pardon. The Hangman raking Tracy across the eyes, tried to fire him into the ropes, but a reversal on the whip. And Tracy Smothers puts him down to the mat. Tracy over to the corner. John Paul climbing the rope. Both these guys can fly. Tracy stretching him out. John Paul comes halfway across the ring. Tracy over to keep Keith Eric out of it. The 3 count falls. And the team of the Mason-Dixon connection has just won themselves a match here over Keith Eric and the Hangman. Boy,
I'm going to give these boys one of my cards. Believe me, they need all the help they can get.
Ronald P. Gossett out here claiming that he's here to save the show and that he's going to give those guys a card.
Just like I said, boys, you look good as far as appearance go, but you can't wrestle. Now, I have some cards. I just saw what happened. That's why I say it again. You can't wrestle. Now, I have some cards here. And I'm going to give you a card. You can read. Now, I will take time out of my busy schedule to help you in any way I can, because believe me, you two need all the help you can get. Call me sometime and not collect.
Well, I hope you're satisfied. Now, I think you've just about succeeded in making everyone upset with you here, you know, and we've got a show to do. If you would please just leave, if you don't mind.
You tell it like it is, Davy Brown. What are you doing sitting here? I can see we've got a break, and you're sitting here like, look at it. You see that word, break?
I see that word.
All right, we need to go to a break. Show a little professionalism. Don't just sit there.
Let's go to a break.
No wonder nobody likes you.